Hey guys, if you want to see how I got this warm and actually a very easy look, please keep watching. So of course I'm going to go in and prime my skin. I'm taking Benefit Professional to do this, just in my most porous areas. I've been trying a lot of different primers recently, just to find out what's best for my skin, but I think Benefit is still number one. So this product is definitely old news. You've probably seen it on any social media platform really, the silicone sponges. Now I wanted to try it out really and see if I liked it. I did purchase one from Primark because I was not willing to pay £15 for some silicone when I wanted to test out if I liked the texture and the feel of using that kind of product. So I'm just going to take L'Oreal True Match to apply this, and I can definitely say that if you're more of a full coverage person, then this will 1000% be for you. But I kind of like the fact that my sponge soaks up excess, so my skin doesn't feel kind of thick or cakey at all. Now you can see it's fully on. I'm going to zoom in a little, and I don't know if you can tell it on the camera, but in real life, for me, I definitely saw a difference. It was much thicker, much more noticeable on the skin. It emphasised the texture of my skin much more, so I had to go in with my sponge and soak up the excess. So after trying that sponge, I'm going to say that it's probably not the best thing for me. I do prefer more lighter, natural look, generally speaking, but by all means, many other people must enjoy using that kind of item if they're into more of a full coverage thing. But anyway, moving on, I'm going to take the new Maybelline Brightening Concealer. This is their Eraser Eye collection. It applied just as beautifully as the other ones do, and I definitely noticed a huge difference in how bright especially my under eyes were. I put it in the middle of my forehead, my brow bone and my chin, and I'm going to blend that out with my sponge. And then going in with the same Maybelline product but a different shade. This is Nude. I'm just going to conceal as I always would under the eyes, forehead, chin and underneath my contour, and again blending out with the same sponge. And to set all of this, I'm going to go in with some pressed powder. Now obviously using two different concealers, it's a much more product, and I needed something which was really going to set my makeup in place so it really did not move, fall into any fine lines and crease. So for this I thought the pressed powder by L'Oreal Infallible would be perfect, and I just applied this with this back end of my sponge, and I'm going to wipe away any excess with that fluffy brush. And taking this throwback item, this is the Sleek Contour Kit in medium, I do believe. This is literally the first ever contour powder I used when I first tried to contour, which was quite some time ago. But it's such a good product, blends so easily, and I'm just taking that with the Morphe brush, just gonna contour my cheekbones, my forehead and my jawline. And then for highlight, I'm going to take the Revolution Half Baked highlighter in Golden Lights and highlight my cheekbones, underneath my eyebrows, tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. This is such a good high street highlighter. It's so intense, like you just saw then I had to blend out with my finger because it's just so pigmented. And if you didn't notice, I obviously did my brows off camera, and I used Anastasia Dip Brow for this in Ebony. And if you want to see how I do my brows, I do have another video on my channel dedicated to that. And today for my eyes, I'm going to dip into a few palettes. However, it's such an easy look. I used, 3 shadows? Anyway, for the first palette, this is Smashbox Matte Exposure. And I'm going to take Wheat on a fluffy crease brush and just work this exactly into my crease. And then for my upper crease, I'm going to take a smaller, more targeted crease brush. And this is again by Morphe. I'm taking the shade Spice. I'm just going to work this into that area. And also just a pointed, hard-angled brow brush to run that shade underneath my lash line. So for the final shade of this whole look, I'm going to take Warning, and this is in Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. I just took this on my fingertip. I find that that is the best way for extra pigmented application, especially with a pressed shimmer powder. And then I'm just going to create a cute little wing with L'Oreal Paris Super Liner in Extra Black. And then to bring this look together, I was really kind of struggling with what I wanted on my lips. I thought a gloss would be suffice considering I've got a lot of colour going on my eyes. So I just took this number 7 red lip gloss, and now it looks red in a tube, but when I applied it, it definitely looked a bit more pink. However, I still liked how it looked, and I thought it worked actually quite well with the vibrant colours on my eyelids. So that is it for the finished look. To be honest, when I started, I really did not know where I was going with this. I don't really tend to go for shades like this on my eyes, but I definitely liked how it ended up looking. It was so easy again. What I used three eyeshadows for this, and I think it looks much more than it actually is. But thank you again for tuning in, and more will be coming very, very soon.